Hey everyone, welcome to Pastor. Have you seen this? It's a brand new year of this. I don't know when you're taking this in, but we're recording early 2025. We have just passed the sun one more time. And I'm so glad that you're joining us again for Pastor. Have you seen this? This is a production of Allen Creek Community Church, a segment where we just comment on internet content that you send us. So you can send it to this address that's on the screen right now, social@ac3.org, and we'd be happy to comment on it, maybe get a conversation going. You could comment in the videos, in the video links, and we'd be happy to talk about it. We always respond to thoughtful comments about our videos. Now, keep in mind, this is a cold take from one of the pastors of Allen Creek Community Church, of which I am one. And so no study, haven't seen this before, but this is just kind of my perspective on the video and hopefully gets you maybe a pastor's take on some internet content that relates to God, the Bible, Christianity, or philosophy, or whatever. So without further ado, let's see what you sent us here. What's the point of praying?
What's the point of praying if you don't get what you prayed for?
When I was 10 years old, I knew exactly what I wanted for Christmas. I wanted this autographed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar basketball. I prayed for this ball. I even took pictures of this ball to church so God wouldn't mess up and give me the wrong one. You know what was under the tree for me come Christmas Day? A new winter jacket and a red hat with a goofy little pom-pom. See, I was mad at God that day. I went to church, but I refused to sing. You know something? That winter, basketball courts went in 2 feet of snow. Everyone either had the flu or frostbite. Everybody but me. Because I had my new winter jacket and my knit hat with the goofy red pom-pom.
Yeah.
When you pray, you can ask for things, you can yell, you can try to cut a deal. Sometimes you get what you want. Sometimes you get what you need.
What's the point of
All right. Well, so interesting video. So somebody put in the comments what this is from. I'm seeing in the description Kingdom Story Films. So maybe this is Christian content. I was almost thinking it looked like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Maybe it's from the 90s. I don't know. If you can tell me where this is from, that'd be great. And that'd be awesome to know. But as far as the message, right? So people will often ask, what's the point of praying? I think that the response of the person is God hears all prayers, and sometimes his answer is no. And in this guy's case, the no from heaven was not about God being indifferent or not caring, but about wanting something better for us. And that's not hard to believe, right? We can just imagine that. It's not hard to believe that God could want something better for us than we could want for ourselves. Now, in the case of a basketball or a jacket, it's easy to see. But in the case of stage 4 cancer, that's hard to see. Like we say, okay, well, what I want is for my friend or loved one to be healed of their cancer. I can't see how God could want something better than that for my friend or my loved one. And I guess that guys, that gets to the point of the whole problem of evil in the first place. We ask ourselves, how could God allow all the evil in the world? And the response that comes back is something like, well, we can't know the good ends that God could potentially have in mind for the things that he allows. And then we come back with, we come back with incredulity. And I guess the issue that I have with that is, that's not a great argument. Arguments from incredulity, right? Like, I personally can't see how God could do something good with this thing that I got or this prayer that remained unanswered. I can't imagine how God could do something. Well, that's not an argument. That's not really an argument against God's goodness. If we can hold in mind just the simple idea that God could have ends, good ends, that we can't imagine right now what they might be for the things that he allows. And I do think it is a compelling answer. It's a good, it's a good reasonable answer to why some prayers are unanswered and other things that are simply just evil in the world. Is it a good emotional answer? No, not when we're suffering. We want to wrestle with God about this. But I guess I'm not afraid of that, and God isn't either. Let's just remember that when God wanted to single out somebody for special work in the world, he called him to wrestle with him, and he changed his name as a point of honor from he who grasps the heel, Jacob in the Hebrew, to one who wrestles with God, Israel. Israel is the name of the guy who wrestles with God. Jacob becomes Israel as a sign of honor that he wrestled with God. So if we have to wrestle with God through seasons of unanswered prayer, or God answering a prayer that we can't imagine, or in a way that we didn't want, I'm not afraid of that. I mean, God's not afraid of that. I've been in those seasons. I know what that's like, and I can tell you that those are seasons of intense spiritual growth if we will remain pressed in and continue to pray. Like, prayer is not just something to be done, throw up a request, we get an answer, either yes, no, wait, whatever we feel like the answer was, and then we're done. I guess that's it. No, we pray, and Jesus says never give up. So prayer is meant to be this intense grappling with God, not just merely throwing our shopping list up to heaven. And then if it is that, then sometimes unanswered prayer actually develops us in Jesus more than any other season of our life, if we're willing to accept it and to enter into it. And a lot of us aren't. We hit that wall and we back out. So I encourage you, if you hit the wall of unanswered prayer, that you press through. And the only way to press through a wall of unanswered prayer is with more prayer. All right. So thanks for sending that. That was great. And I hope you got something out of that. If you have something else, please do send it to social@ac3.org. We'd love to see it and comment on it and hopefully help you along in your spiritual journey.